I feel like forgiveness is important because it cuts the psychic cords that bind you to that person or the past. And it helps you to move on and to feel like you came full circle. When you hang on to something, there's actually an actual physical quantum entanglement issue with that past event, and so you become aligned with that, and you can't let go of it, right? And it's just something that still continues to bother you, and it's kind of like a thorn in your side. You don't necessarily think about it all the time, but it's there. If you cut that cord with that, there's a freedom and there's a release. You hear about this often, but there's an actual physical, quantum, scientific reason why it's happening. So that's the why to do it. And then the how to do it is, like, for example, when I think about the people who have wounded me, I think about a partner who I went through a legal issue with, that we, things were said, and that there was a sense of betrayal because, that person threatened to take away something that was dear to me, someone that was dear to me, and that was a scary thing. So, but his threat was because of his wounding. And for me to be able to see that overall bigger picture, it goes back to that soul story, that essence thing that you can read if you're looking. Everyone has intention in the front of them, around them, and if you can see them, that for a bigger picture, if you can see that from the outside, then you know that within that is that wounded child thing. So everything that they do is part of that story, part of that recurring story, and something that they have always gone through. I think of even a business partner who took something from me, and stole something from me, and thwarted a creative effort. But his wounding is his own wounding, and that's why it's a ripple effect. And so not being able to get rid of that created that ripple effect in our situation. And then even sort of that bigger picture, if I can understand their wounding, I can also once again begin to understand my own, so that everything becomes part of that story of that ripple effect. So when I am talking about just being able to see someone and read someone, what I'm talking about is their essence, their whole story. And when you can see that, then you can see where the wounding is, and then you can once again see why it happened. So if you understand why it happened, and if you can see that wounded child, forgive yourself first, then it should be a lot easier to forgive that person, because you can really see them for what they are. And then once you do that, then there's a freeing effect, because you're really cutting off that psychic bond, that psychic tie, that old cord that ties you to that person through a quantum entanglement kind of a situation. Yeah. So it's not hooey, it's science-based, but it's important in a sort of extrasensory perception way, because when you are able to get free from that, you get lighter in an overall thing. So like cutting cords, forgiveness, that's why it's important. So I just wanted to tell you that's why it's important.